Top5rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. Today we got Ka, new album 2022, Languish Arts. So this is a two-piece. This is his 10th studio album. His 9th dropped on the same day. It was called Woeful Studies. Already did a reaction on that. Go watch that if you have not already. This will be Languish Arts. Track number 1, Full Cobra. Turn that up.
I speak some triumphs, some mistakes from a place where they held the snub, cause none embrace. Carrying a lot of winter baggage and catching some.
Yeah, see, I missed that. The beginning when she's like, "Oh, good morning," that reminded me of that meme with the teacher. She goes, "Good morning, boys and girls," and the little boy is like, "Shut the fuck up."
Good afternoon, boys and girls. Shut the fuck up. Hey.
I'm just saying.
I speak some triumphs, some mistakes from a place where they held the snub, cause none embrace. Carrying a lot of winter baggage and catching summer case. One yams to cook can't be shook and cure the hunger shakes. Though we gained selling cane, all we did is run it.
That's it, man. When I listen to Kai, it takes me like at least 2 to 3 songs just to get my brain in the proper step, because he is so wordy. He just lets them rip. By the 4th, 5th song, I'm gonna start catching bars. But now it's just the calibration process right now.
In place, just treat us fairly. If any you hear me, we'll cut it jakes. They'd rain praise to the same phrases, a younger face. I do this quaint rap, true it ain't trap, my brung escapes. I value this less value, whatever come in haste. And watch me, stress the text and copy, someone pace. We'll roll the rigs, overgive, whatever he undertakes. Fuego, made it first, save you, abuelo, one race.
Start speaking Spanish?
My back, full cobra. I can tell his body's a shell, not my true form. You don't need to be rude. If it don't move you, just move on. I know flesh.
My body's a shell, it's not my true form. Like a caterpillar or something? Hold on, let's go.
Body's a shell, not my true form. You don't need to be rude. If it don't move you, just move on. I know flesh need chasing, it's basically too strong. At every level, every time I had to pedal, I grew dawn. I'm shocked I did this every day, I see a new dawn. It was grim, 20 on the twin, 10 on the futon. Back we couldn't get it if you didn't have a coupon. Was always real my dudes if I had a suit on. Got the hood on my back.
I remember them coupon days. You know what I mean?
Full cobra. Remember as a teen I get a piece, fiend to use it. Not try to hide it from myself, cause with ease can lose it. Just telling my story, glad it's received, it's music. There's a lot of wounds in these tunes, please excuse it. Ain't hard to show the scars if I need to prove it. But what I post in the journal, most of the eternals we eluded. Cold as spades, if they had their ways, we'd be nuded. All these displays of hate ain't new, it's deeply rooted.
I know it's bars here.
Brody chopping us down. Wouldn't have as many plots in the ground if this was popular sound. Let cross dresses be, it ain't G stopping the clown.
By the time we had time to grow, they was chopping us down. I was gonna say, I know there's bars here, cause I can hear how you're delivering them. But I'm just not catching these. This is gonna take me like 4 or 5 listens really to catch these. But I like that tree plotting the ground. I like that word association. That's one thing COD does well, is that word association. Let's take it back a bit.
Wouldn't have as many plots in the ground if this was popular sound. Let cross dresses be, it ain't G stopping the clown. One advocated, said we all graduated rocking the gown. I'm proof can't be the truth, never did no honest deeds. Indeed to lead a body, probably wouldn't cause please. His information, clear information, he got disease. I'm Aristotle's Plato, Socrates.
What do you say about Plato and Socrates?
I'm Aristotle's Plato, Socrates.
I'm Aristotle's Plato, Socrates. So, if I remember my college class correctly, where we read The Republic by Plato, I believe Plato was Socrates' student. Or out of Plato, Aristotle, and Socrates, one of them was the student of the other. So I think it went like Aristotle, then Plato, then Socrates, and then Socrates was Plato's student, Plato was Aristotle's student. It's something like that, but I think that's what he's getting at.
I'm Aristotle's Plato, Socrates. Got the hood on my back, full cobra. Got the hood on my back, full cobra. Got the hood on my back, full cobra. Facts full of pack of wolves, full of
the strings in woeful studies. A lot of strings.
Got the hood on my back.
For me, it came from like looking at the relationship between my father and my mother. I mean, she was
Track number 2, Ascension.
like friendly to me.
Crazy, interesting. Yeah, violin.
And my father was, just the opposite. He's like a cold motherfucker in school. He never really like showed any signs of emotion.
A vet of unpleasant and misery. Job blessed didn't digest what they fed us in history. Not too nice, see the true stripes of met us officially. Don't waste ink, I'm succinct. It's measured efficiency. Felt I had a curse first when I was bad at cursing. Baby sister named me, and so since 6, I had a purpose. Writings I drew excited my core. I bore the surface. Comes from these meant to accompany, though they call them verses. Every mention is for her ascension. May not be a good man, but got good intention. Got good intention. May not be a good man, but got good intention.
Okay.
I talk to you like an old uncle, that's my nuance. Got killed, couldn't build with my uncles. It's my true arms. Life grand, learn to fight and swim. Position and doom on. When I moved from running waves the last day, I had true calm. It's more understand my posture. Still I'm posthumous. To little me's thinking critically. I got no accomplishments. Descend the dark continents. Sent to spark confidence. Correct the seeds, speak split second deeds. Long consequence. If you a deep person, keep searching and mass facts. I believe they call him father, cause you're supposed to get past that. If never one run it.
And y'all can see I'm real focused. I feel like this one is more, I feel like this Languish art so far, we only 2 songs in. But this is more complex, like lyrically. If you go watch my Woeful Studies, like I was catching stuff. This, I'm hearing them, but I'm not catching what he's saying. Like I'm not catching his wordplay.
Everyone like it's the last lap. Hand in hands to family and friends, never expecting that cash back. We doing more roaches every day long as the solstice. I said parents say had no bread, I was born of ketosis. Always precocious, never poor with random, was drawn with focus. Since kids they tried the colors, cause only source is culprits. He do what they tried to feed, they deceiving him.
I feel like I'm not giving y'all a good reaction because I'm not getting everything right now. This is my very first listen. But I will say this instrumental hard. This is probably one of my favorite instrumentals I've heard caught on in a good while.
Doses. Bottom line,
Different.
not the time for bikinis, bellinis, mimosas. Never won war, but I'm for sure cleaning my toasters. Cause when crabs don't go for roll, all I see is ferocious. Every mention is for her ascension.
Yeah, you over my head right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But I like it though. I like it though. It's over my head, but I like it though. Cause that means this is gonna be in rotation. I could just cheat and look at Rap Genius, but the great part about lyricists like Kyle, like Lupe, like even Rock Marcy sometimes. Rock Marcy a little more simple, but he do got his bars that are like, ooh. The good thing about these artists, you could be on your 27th listen, and you're gonna catch something that you didn't catch before. Like, oh, that's what he meant. Or you're gonna experience something in real life where he used that word. You're like, oh, that's what that word meant. Oh, so that's what the bar meant. Like, oh man, that was a bar. It's a good thing about that.
Like
Track number 3, No Reservations.
Emotions that I had developed in contact with my mother. I had to put all that shit aside in order so I could be a man.
Now's the time I should start catching it.
Did it with no reservations.
I've been calibrated.
None.
And I'm so effing keyed in on the lyrics. I'm not even speaking on this beautiful piano, these instrumentals. Like I'm so focused on the lyrics. Like
been attacked for making it out of poverty. Finally live on a block with no lots, was like lottery. With sons torn in with guns pointed, they tried to bother me. Showed the commode, came out with commodity. Too stable for pop. To be true, always knew talking about your gators was crap. Been devoted on my shoulders, held the weight on my block. Got you to the promised land.
catching it.
Thought the whole patrol was vegan. How they plant-based, made bombs by touching palms with no handshakes.
It was Reagan. Is that like a Ronald Reagan bar?
Excites with my words. It's time I can't waste. We was sending for dinner. Did it with no reservations. We was sending for dinner. Did it with no reservations.
Okay, still got another 40 seconds. Let's see what goes on.
Some is just rhetoric, but unless you loan funds, holding guns, it may never click.
Some is just rhetoric. Like, what does that mean? That's why I'm not catching this.
We was sending for dinner. Did it with no reservations. None. We was sending for dinner. We was sending for dinner. Did it with no reservations. None.
I don't make any bones about where I'm gonna spend eternity. I've always been wild, and you know that. When you're made to feel half a man, what do you think the other half is?
Okay. We'll just go right into track number 4, Forgive Me. I'm gonna start catching this, bro. I'm gonna start catching it.
Grandma, betting on whatever issue. I was looking years crooked, made it easier to level with you.
Maybe I need to turn it up. Maybe that's the problem.
Was wild dogs trying to wreck the kennel. My whole lambing program to enjoy was detrimental. To raise the best kids, let's give the best parental. If your ex is down, make the next you find exponential. Cause the way I rest been assessed to have less potential. It was torrential, just wanted to rest, wish it was less eventful. On this cruel acre to pull paper, had to press a pencil. Or full caper, bring it to your chest, and the rest is central. If I ever pull a 4 on you and said, gimme, forgive me. Sorry for where I pushed.
If I ever poured the 4 on you and said, gimme, if I ever robbed you, then forgive me. Bruh. I've never, Kai's like a complex lyricist, right? And that's like really the first bar that I really broke down, and it's the most obvious. Kai's like a complex lyricist, but I've never just been this lost during one of his projects. I don't know if it's because it's early in the morning, I've had my coffee. This title is Languish Arts, and he's definitely stepped up his language arts here. This shit is more dense. Sound wise, it matches Woeful Studies, but this one is different lyrically. Like, it's different, bro. Like, I wonder if Kai's ever gonna speak on it. Like, how, because it's like the same session, like the same type. I don't even want to say the same type beats. I think these beats are a little more, I won't say lush. Pianos. Woeful Studies kind of had horns and like a flute. This kind of has more pianos, and to me, I think a little bit more bass in some parts, but they're not that different. Like, they fall right with each other. They fall right in line with each other. But lyrically, he's different on this. So I wonder if he's ever going to talk about these two albums and how they differentiate from each other and what he was going into, or what he was thinking going into these projects. Maybe he won't, because he doesn't really do interviews like that.
He was in a way. I was trying to formulate before I'm shaped back into clay. Always in a state of drama, I had to use
I'm trying to formulate before I shape back into clay.
sagacity.
You've taken pottery class where you know
Before I'm shaped back into clay.
ceramics.
Always in a state of drama, I had to use sagacity. Lost confidence with consequences, seeing everybody passing me. Had lawyers for my memorial wall, was filled to capacity. Not how I wanted it, but I guess it's how it had to be.
Memorial wall was filled to capacity.
That's the beat, man. Some like how I talk, but I'm a better listener. I live in these bars, might be hard to find a better prisoner.
Bars.
Hard being seen as, and having to live as a nigga. None tender, they flank you, place just gives us a living. Was about to kill, but real friends made me sit and consider. If some life is sweet, I'm beat. All I've been sipping is bitter.
Real friends made me sit and consider.
My craft, it's probably more than peak skill. But too proud of my strong Brooklyn heritage, peace to Weeksville. That's how it is, but how it used to be. I'll be on my way gone, the day you got no use for me. Beloved captain, I felt it. Never dealt with no mutiny. Had rare knowledge and shit. That's why they try to mute with me. Change to maintain a healthy brain, so now I'm gluten free. To slow the fall and notice all, not just what I choose to see. If I ever pull a fool on you and say, give me.
Hey, forgive me, hey.
If I ever pull a fool on you and say, give me. Forgive me, forgive me. If I ever threaten to drill you with the brolic 5 and the voice sound familiar, I apologize. If I
brolic 5
on your artery, snowballs me, so hard me.
Pardon me. Forgive me, hey. I messed with this one.
Pull a phone, you would say, gimme.
So he just saying all different ways. Like, yo, if I pulled that 4 on you and said, gimme, forgive me. If I pulled that brolic 5 on you, I apologize. I don't know what a brolic 5 is. What is a 5? A 45 maybe? If I ever pulled the trade pound, or what do you say? Pardon me. Like, trade pound on your artery, pardon me. Try number 5. If not true. Yeah, these beats are different too. There was no sounds like this on Woeful Study. More piano. And that's different for a Ka song. We almost a whole minute in, and he's just now starting his verse. And I like that, because it gives you a chance to breathe. And for me, earlier I said I got to calibrate my mind to really start breaking down these lyrics. That little space right there, it just allows you time to breathe. So now when he start rapping, you're ready to go. I'll rewind it a bit.
It's the essay of the Hefe. If you talking power music, how I do it is the best way. We always fearful, had severe pull, press play. Quiet with my actions, no distractions, don't care what the rest say. I'm as serious as I take threats, the dog horse plays bets. We share the struggle, need a daily double, can't take less. Always rap my hoodness to the fullest, straight sets, only for the cake flex. Took every city, state test, thought I was forever damn. Be better man, took great steps. Before I met the editor, just a predator, apex. Vexing, had to pick it up, no protection, trying to lay text. If the people hard ain't the same, I'm staying if they get up, no protection, trying to lay text. If the people hard ain't the same,
see, I missed it, I gotta rewind it.
Protection, trying to lay text. If the people hard ain't the same, I'm staying if they sex. There was AX, gave the act.
My bad, I gotta catch these bars, I mean.
Only for the cake flex, took every city, state test. Thought I was forever damn, be better man, took great steps. Before I met the editor, just a predator, apex. It was vexing, had to pick it up, no protection, trying to lay text.
Protection, latex.
People hard ain't the same, abstain if they sex. There was AX, gave the axe.
The people hard ain't the same. If the people hard ain't the same, abstain if they sex.
Caught it trying to say hex. I stay in style playing now, I'm still on they next. I know my plight at active night, ain't have a day rest. I've been told Kai's soul, they flesh. It ain't for me, made it through the place to be. Stay in pursuit, ain't take a knee. If I make a move, can't feel that vacancy.
Nice little hooks. He got hooks on here.
Star belly growl, and I'm very proud of my younger thoughts.
piano switch
Start
up.
the ball of us. With the toddlers, found them guns.
I like that beat switch. Hey, that beat. Okay, this is probably one of the best songs on here. This got hooks. It got beat changes, bars, obviously.
Belly ground, and I'm very proud of my
Listen to them drums.
I start the ball of us. With the toddlers, found them guns we toss. Either vitamin D deficient or dealing with another summer loss. Despite I hope I had light, any now I come across.
Vitamin D deficient, a summer loss. So I think he's talking about maybe his friends or people he knew killed in the summer. Summer losses, which every hood knows about. Vitamin D deficient, because summer loss. Again, this first listen, man. I'm not gonna be catching all these, you know what I mean?
In this life I may never be right, still very contrite. With a vague love, don't know what you made of, you bled to fight. I doing my duty star, got beauty marks, veteran stripes. As always walks, whatever unites, never suffice.
Okay. This is really putting a strain on me because I'm not catching these bars, and I never had really this issue with Ka. Obviously, he's one of the more difficult people to catch the bars with, but never to this degree, man. Never to this degree. Track number 6, Unindulged.
I got you. Anything to do what I got to do, man. I'm die means nothing to me, man. You know, I always want to get things straight around here, man.
Ruby,
Where we at, niggas need key fobs. You can't slide, it's been a while. I left the city, nothing with me but some 9-5s. Plane landed, I'm alive, I link the good guys. My people sure it's sunrise. It's bustin' with the
Feature.
sun kiss. The niggas
No
made
credit.
a flap, you sample One Wish by Ray J. Looked up and it was payday. Cop the kid spatial. CB2 coffee table, something for Rachel and the fam, I'm grateful. We laughed, but it was painful, it's jokes. Hey killer, I know it's playful. Prior to betrayal, now it's all derailed. Get it back straight, downhill on the fast break. We turning bad habits to tax breaks, still it's me. Black trader heartless. God bless him and anyone he involved with. Knew you couldn't call it. Tried to give you game, they couldn't reinstall it. Who bad is that though? Revenge is sweet as mango, sweet as pussy when you ain't had no time to hit a line.
Revenge is sweet as mango.
And it's essence, some design. Can't take it, give me mine.
Over matter, quiet down when I around, Lord chatter. Don't speak first, rather research, promote the data. Where I'm grown, baddest in the room, I'm supposed to back it. From wild blocks, took foul shots, was in my motion, gather, scan the feast, be nice. Can't reach these heights.
Ooh, hold on.
Can't take it, give me mine.
What's a little basketball metaphor? Hold on. Let me see.
Over matter, quiet down when I around, Lord chatter. Don't speak first, rather research, promote the data. Where I'm grown, baddest in the room, I'm supposed to back it. From wild blocks, took foul shots, was in my motion, gather, scan the
From wild blocks, took foul shots, was in my motion gather. So you know, in basketball, you get a foul shot when you are taking a shot, but it's in motion. Like maybe you're doing your gather set, but it's in the motion of a shot. Kai is on.
Around, Lord chatter. Don't speak first, rather research, promote the data. Where I'm grown, baddest in the room, I'm supposed to back it. From wild blocks, took foul shots, was in my motion, gather. Scan the feast, be nice. Can't reach these heights, broke the ladder. Kept it intriguing, about my pestilent breeding. Cloak and dagger, the game sparse, what the new grain was, hope and lather. I'd rather words be the truth, not just a future over to shatter. The fire fit in the mold, sky just for soul. Been discerned witness to burn bridges, the gift was told. Survive risky, still crisp at 50, legitimate old. Mill stock still high for what we did in the cold. Slid from patrol, took a stand, this man ain't shit control. If this truly is a movie, my crew, we had a difficult role. Some of sediments for loving dead presidents like necromancers. I'm best to never question, just respectful answers. Never called police one time, knew they gave what we did in the cold. Slid from patrol, took a stand, this man ain't shit control. If this truly is a movie, my crew, we had a difficult role. Some of sediments for loving dead presidents like necromancers. I'm best to never question, just respectful answers. Never called police one time, knew they gave no second chances. None got the dogs so hard, we even rejected pampers.
Look at me.
Whoa.
None got the dogs so hard, we even rejected pampers.
Look at me.
Okay. Never called the police one time. You know they called police one time. Police got a lot of nicknames. Johnny's, Popos, 12, 5-0, one time. In the black community, we done gave the police so many different names. But he says, yeah, I never called the police one time. Because they never give us second chances. Track number 7, Touche. So, was that a flute? Clarinet, maybe?
Bars were my scars and my mentor.
And I was gonna say about the last song, because this song made me remember. That last song, that beat, that's probably the closest thing to a conventional beat that I ever heard Kyle on. And now you hear this, and this is like more Kyle speed. This is like more spiritual type feelings.
Was every young man for every one friend had 10 foes. It been woes.
For every one friend had 10 folds. It's a little numerical bar. 10-fold. 10 folds. I mean, for every one friend I had 10, I was gone, bro.
How the train goes, never would have been chose. Through the shift, they couldn't picture me getting in if I ain't imposed. Bred in the height of Maya, red light of fire when them froze. With my hardest best tries fall as high as the been lows. My hurtful eyes see no where virtue dies and sin grows. Wish I learned hate sooner, but a late bloomer was a primrose. Tired of black kids bending over backwards, living in limbos. Got a lot of layers, so I make the winner, and I'm thin close. Never would have made it to June. Never would have made it to June. If waited to hear you may receive flowers or not, I know evil powers plot the bouquet. On guard, if ain't on guard, get touche. On guard, if ain't on guard, get touche. Harbor all the deep hate as a keepsake. Hope the bandage lasts from the damage past, I can't reshape. Was just saving to push a kick to flip, wasn't a cheapskate. All the sassiest things after the king, just trying to seek mate. For peace sake, can't wait till our kids had kids to be great. Preferred early birds, didn't wanna hear them whirly words. She late, another mouth to feed, anything out the house we need, we take. Paying Medicaid, became grade A from all the years they B-rate. Around here was crooked looking, never thought I'd see straight. Wear black threatening to be back with a weapon, we wait. Life might have been calm if moms gave me every key trait. Or promised dissipate at the time I bust the nickel plate at 3-8.
Nickel plate at 38. That was one of the ones. That was one of the ones.
Here you may receive flowers or not. I know evil powers plot the bouquet. On guard, if ain't on guard. Receive flowers or not. I know evil powers plot. Never would have made it to June if waited to hear you may receive flowers or not. I know evil powers plot the bouquet. On guard, if ain't on guard, get touche. On guard, if ain't on guard, get touche.
It was one of them ones that's hard to understand, you know what I mean?
Get touche. Never would have made it to June.
See what they got for us at the end of this track. Nothing. Okay, so we just gonna keep it moving along, yo. Track number 8, Still Holding.
From all the venomous savagery they have for me, when it's gone, we'll miss America. Fuck all the pageantry, can't be fixed with no fancy tricks, too much disparity. It's been this cavity, saddled over simple anatomy. Stand this place, broken born, a heavy hand it shakes. That's a waste, will catch me out here marching, I've abandoned faith. How they damn the race, then the race, can't stand the pace. Jay scared of me with back of bullets, vests and cannon mace. That just got me. Truth be told, beautiful soul over handsome face.
Oh, what just happened there?
Broken born, a heavy hand it shakes. That's a waste, will catch me out here marching, I've abandoned faith. How they damn the race, then the race, can't stand the pace. Jay scared of me with back of bullets, vests and cannon mace.
Jake's, it's another word for police. Jake's scared of me.
Truth be told, beautiful soul over handsome handsome face. Everything I stay elevate, only chance disgrace. My endeavor forever is the treasure, what I can't replace. The cables out brows 4,008 grams of steaks, I stand the taste. Someone through many stages lonely. Love ain't just intimate, it's infinite ways to show me. I'm at the point where age can slow me. We're not using the doctor, Peruvian Maca and Agent Goji.
I ain't using the doctor. He said he doing what is that called? Home remedies. Peruvian Maca and Asian Goji, probably Goji berries.
How I acted through a phase back in the days, they'd have stoned me. If you produce, learn your roots, stop naming our babies.
How I acted back in the days, they would have stoned me.
How I acted through a phase back in the days, they'd have stoned me. If you produce, learn your roots, stop naming our babies, told me. From rich to shine, rich doing time to raise and roll, defend threats, trying to reach my neck like I was raised in gold.
On the hook. Yeah, this project is distinctly different than other ones.
You know it is Brooklyn with integrity. It's being honorable when no one is looking. When I go dog, they know I was cooking. It was a time before a drama stirred. It wasn't shooking. As a 10-9 member, only reached for low grapes. Hype time pipe in high school, making slow tapes. Constant strife, wishing for life with no pains, no aches. Stables getting thinner, till I went I had some snowflakes. Lost friends in the dough chase, out of town, coke.
I gotta remind
him. In high school, making slow tapes. Constant strife, wishing for life with no pains, no aches. Stables getting thinner, till I went I had some snowflakes. Lost friends in the dough chase, out of town, coke case. The Big Apple's factory, can't live Pablo with no papes. One of my oxes rocking might pop in, show face. All my family died broke, folks never needed cold days.
The bar is just coming so fast, bro. I don't want to just keep pausing it. So. Still got another minute. We'll get another verse or what? Yeah, this ain't, if it's your first time, this ain't my best reaction right here. Usually I'm catching more bars, bro, for some reason. I think maybe he even switched up how he delivers the rhymes. Like how he sets up his metaphors. There's something that he's doing different on this project to where I'm not catching it. Like you watched the Woeful Studies, which I just did yesterday. It wasn't like this, bro. Track number 9, Family Color.
Knowledge, law by any law. Get ready for what you ain't ready for. Was never scared to go for broke, was already poor. Pleasure, treasure every day, don't know how many more. Digging up my past, many moments I've exhumed. What they afforded me, thought it'd be tumultuous to the tomb. Address each cut with the openness of a womb. When I zone and you alone, it's like both of us in the room. Life's a dice game with one roll. There's no reprise and no parts. All the cold hearts made it polarizing. We out here vying. There was no providing earth's the only link when you up. Shouldn't know horizon. The evil feeble minds, mind the feet. Divine.
Earth up, horizon, sun. That's a bar that I didn't fully get right there.
I know it takes time when each line's degree. Was in this shit trying to forget what I'm trying to see. Familiar maps where you get a little scratch, time to flee. Never sat right where we couldn't stand the gutter.
Nice shit out here.
Never sat right where we couldn't stand the gutter. Thought stay greens was the family color. So cold and buck. I'm from the toughest town. Either leave, tighten your belt, or buckle down. For quick repair, we stick a square, never stuck around. I advise if you're not a live wire, don't touch the ground.
Oh, yeah. If you're not a live wire, if you ain't a hothead, don't touch the ground. Live wires, when they touch the ground, you get electrocuted. That's why they say don't touch downed wires. Walk away, bro, especially when it's wet outside.
Very distracted, concealed blaze. Even the days we buried the hatchet. No more toe-to-toes, the bros now parry with ratchets. Could've lived better, but never buried my blankets. So we straight in heaven, me and brethren hell-bent. Money tight at night, on the shelf spent. If in doubt, in and out is how I mail vent. Those set of 10, so it's 7 minutes, well, man. Good, we'll do a cure buried their plans to fade me. So even when I'm feeling malaise, I can't be lazy. Held torches, some couldn't hold a candle. Mom said be a good boy, but I had no example. Substance to seeds, the seeds grow substantial. I nourish and encourage, never tell them what they can do. Never sat right with me, couldn't stand the gutter. They never sat right with me, couldn't stand the gutter. Those state greens was a family color. Couldn't stand it.
Woo! Boy, this is something that I should have reviewed first. There are certain projects where I should review them. Like a first listen ain't gonna do much. Usually with projects like this, like I did with Mount Marcy, you go watch my Mount Marcy reaction, I stop it. When I realize like I can't catch the bars, this is not a first reaction type video, I'll just stop it. Like second, third track, I'll just stop it. Like yeah, y'all, I'm not gonna try to even react to this. I'll give y'all a review once I've sat with it. I didn't do it here, but I probably should have. Track number 10,
y'all a whole different story.
last place, the outro.
It'd be a whole different story.
The stuff only suffering makes.
Some flute, like on Woeful Studies, a lot of flutes on Woeful
This
Studies.
stuff only suffering makes.
Or horn or whatever it is.
It's the sound of last place. Classmates, you only had one pair of pants. They cut a lot of slack. Tired of eating kid meals. To be a big deal, I got a Mac. For ascendants, never.
Tired of eating kid meals. Got a Mac. So there's like a McDonald's, like Happy Meal. But when the Happy Meal is the kids meal, the big meal back, the big meal, the big kids meal. The adult meal back then was marketed as the Big Mac. But he's saying he got a Mac, like a Mac 10, like.
Never getting grounded, fam, it's about attack. Build knowledge, my birthday, I'm first rate, not a hack. My only dream of bliss, I fiend for this. So if it's not dope, it's not his track. Many phony known to phone it in. I never dialed it back. I'm not dense, I know trying to make sense. Don't make dollars stack, but I insist like a dying wish. Best gift you can give a child is a fact.
True.
Speak my life in times without recycled rhymes, I bought a lot of waste. Every house party ended with somebody got offended. Just shot the place.
Thanks.
Even before 4 chicken wings and fried rice, I stopped for grace. I feel they always watch us, so whenever I pop in, I drop the drapes.
Yeah. Drop them curtains.
Suffering makes. It's the sound of last place. Sound of last place. It's the sound of last place. Just another scarred mind, trying to generate a dinner plate. Car line with hard time on the interstate. Adapt, don't assimilate. Don't just be happy getting in and innovate. When I jot up, don't gotta flood you with product to end the day.
Innovate. Don't just try to adapt, innovate, bro.
He popped the whip, pops quick with the whip. Was whipped in his shape from a cruel hub. Not just no love, off of vintage hate. Proudly trying to survive where he wasn't designed to. Trying to control the frontal lobe, but in the back of my mind, knew. They peddle fiction, ghetto the
Trying to control my frontal lobe, but in the back of my mind, new frontal lobe that's developed as you get older.
depictions. Is how I really look. I fought giants with defiance, of course, triumphed and Lily put. Kept an iron though, which I ain't know nothing about having drama. The novelty of wearing poverty as a badge of honor.
Ooh.
The astute listening, Harry, soup kitchen and bread line. Where we put it in, when it should have been bedtime. Could never reach through sour grapes, but still sad wine. And you won't come out alive, try a dead mind. This is stuff only suffering makes.
Okay.
Found the last place.
So I think that's it right there. Man, that is Kai.
Ain't nobody rich in the ghetto.
Languish Arts.
Nobody rich in the ghetto. If we was rich, you wouldn't be here.
Man, properly titled, man. Languish Arts. It's a play on the phrase language arts, which is obviously curriculum in school, language arts. I say it's properly titled because, man, his language arts, his English skills, his linguistics here is unlike what I've heard from him before. Maybe it's just the day it is. Maybe I'm just not fully awake yet. But I was not catching these bars like I normally do. And if you watch my other car reactions, you know, like, even on some of his more difficult songs lyrically. Like I'm catching like at least every other bar. There in every verse there's something that I caught. In this one, there was entire stretches where I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here. And I don't know why that is. I reckon it's because Kyle is delivering his rhymes differently. I will have to listen to it more to see why I didn't catch as many bars. But I reckon he's not doing his same delivery of rhymes. So like I said, in the beginning, I have to calibrate my mind. Like it takes 1 or 2 songs for me to fully calibrate and get back in the tune of listening to Ka, because no one else raps like this. So when I listen to it, it's like, oh, I gotta like let me get my mind ready. And in getting my mind ready, I'm like picking up on his rhyme schemes, like how he sets up his punchlines and his metaphors. So now when he delivers his punchlines and metaphors in that way, I'm able to recognize it and I'm able to hear it. Like I can hear the setup and I can catch the punchline as it's going. So I think here on a good chunk of this project, Languish Arts, he didn't do that. Like I don't even know if that is more complex than the other projects lyrically. I think he just wrote a little differently. Maybe there weren't even as much metaphors and he's just speaking and just like providing imagery as opposed to tons of metaphors. But I was expecting the metaphors, I'm expecting the setup, but then I'm sitting expecting it so much that I'm missing like what he's actually doing. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense to y'all. But I'll say this is something that's going to take multiple listens, but on one listen, I do like this more than Woeful Studies. Woeful Studies is good, but there were hooks here, there were different sounds that I've never heard in Ka album before. Like this even production-wise, like there are songs that are here that are different. Like this is going to have a good amount of replay value. And this is something that I'm gonna enjoy breaking down, busting down over the next few months. And I'll say this too: that last song, Last Place, that's more in the style of Ka. Like that's more like his scheme. Like, and I was catching more bars. Like that's more his scheme. Those first couple songs and a couple songs in the middle, I don't know. I think he deviated from that. And I'm sitting here expecting the rhyme scheme that he normally does to set up his lines. And he wasn't necessarily doing that, or maybe that's it, and he wasn't as complex, or maybe he is more complex. It's one listen, y'all. So I know y'all probably want me to rate this out of 5 stars, right? Like I normally do. And I don't like doing this on the first listen, right? And you already know I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna get this a rating, bro. I didn't even catch enough of this album to give it a rating. This is something that deserves a review after months of listening. This ain't something this ain't something anybody's gonna listen on the first listen and just catch everything. You might catch the overall theme, but you're not gonna sit there and know everything that's going on, catch every line. So anywho, shout out to Ka, man. 2 albums, 1 day. I would have been happy to wait a bit longer. A Martyr's Reward, that was a great project, I think. But 2 albums, 1 day. Hopefully that doesn't mean he's gonna take like a 2-year hiatus on us. Or multiple year hiatus, but yeah, salute to Ka, man. Always happy to pay a bit for his albums. I buy it and online on his site, then I just burn it to a disc and I just pop it in my car. That way every time I get in my car, it just play. I don't need to connect to Bluetooth or Tidal, and then the CD plays on repeat, so I can really sit with the album and learn the album. So that's how I do things. So yeah, salute to Ka, man. Be sure to subscribe if you have not already. And I haven't said this in a video in a while. Artists, you can submit your album for review. Look in the description. I have a whole process where you can do that. Plenty of artists have done it already. I will review or react to your album just like I did this one here. So yeah, be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is Top 5, rapwebsite.com. Peace.